Hey guys, it's Charlotte, and today's video is going to be my first episode of Charoween. So, for today's video, it's going to be a scary story. There's going to be two. One of them is kind of long, and one of them is like really short. So I'm going to start with the short one. And this one, it's not really a scary story. It's like really stupid and funny, but I just thought I would tell it. This is actually, like, I didn't make it up. It was, I think I was like 3. And I had a nightmare, and I don't know why, but this is like one of the only dreams I'll ever remember in my entire life. I don't know why it stuck with me throughout these years, but it's a nightmare I'll never forget, and it's really short and weird. So yeah, basically, I just went to bed, and this is a nightmare. So I was, it was like nighttime. It was like 3 a.m. in my nightmare, and I was at McDonald's. I was at where McDonald's usually is in real life, but like it wasn't McDonald's. It was like a huge, tall, dark building kind of thing. And then I don't know why I just wanted to walk in because I thought it was just like any normal McDonald's. And I walked in, and instead of like McDonald's being inside, it's like this really like weird, huge mask shop. And I don't really know how to describe it, but there was nothing else except for masks everywhere. Not like on the ground or on tables, they were all on the walls. It was like, you know those moose heads? Like some people go hunting and they kill deer and moose and they like cut the head and hang it on the wall. It was like that, but instead of deer, it was masks. Just tons of different masks. There was like scary masks, funny masks. And I went into this section of the store in my nightmare, and it was like this group of scary masks, and they were like moving, and they like got off the wall, and they were like chasing me. And I remember going to this certain mask, and it was Ronald McDonald, and Ronald McDonald was like moving and like blinking his eyes and like being creepy. He got out of the wall and started chasing me, and I don't really remember the rest, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know why I remember that happened so long ago, but that's just a really weird nightmare. Okay, so now for the scary story. It might not be that scary to you. It might be really scary to you. I don't really know. It used to be scary to me. Now it's just like funny. But someone told me this like 4 years ago, and yeah, so I didn't make it up. It's called the Peace Sign Doll. So yeah. Okay, so it all starts. There was this little girl named Mary. I think that was her name. And her and her family, her mom and dad, she was the only child, they went to a toy store, and she was picking out a toy because she got to pick a toy, and they went into the doll section, and there was all these beautiful dolls in these perfect packages. And then she came across one that had a tampered package. It looked like it had been opened but then taped back again, almost like it had been returned. And inside the case was a doll, and the doll was holding up a peace sign. You're going to want to remember that, okay? A peace sign. So Mary wants this doll for some reason. Even though the package is all torn up, she wants it. So she tells her mom and her dad, and they're like, are you sure it's torn up? Like, maybe not. Go pick a different one. But she's like, no, I only want this doll. So they go to the cash register, and then the cash register person's like, are you sure you want this? This doll has been returned 2 times already. Like, are you sure? And Mary's like, yes, I want it. So they get the doll, and then Mary goes back to her house, and the first couple of months are fine. Mary plays with her doll, and she loves it, and everything's normal and Gucci, and everything's fine. But then Mary starts to lose interest in this doll and kind of stops playing with it. That's when it starts happening. This stuff starts happening. It starts small, like just whispers coming from the doll. Mary tells her mom, and her mom just says, it's your imagination. You know, sometimes Mary would put the doll in one place, and then she'd find it in a totally different place, like on the opposite side of her house. Well, one day, Mary put her doll down on her dresser, and she went to bed. And she woke up, and the doll wasn't there. Then she turned to her side on the bed, and the doll was right next to her on her bed. That's when Mary came out of her bed screaming and crying to her mom, saying she did not want the doll anymore. And so instead of returning the doll, they just threw it in the dumpster because you know, it already been returned twice, like the cash register girl said. So they didn't want to be a third return and be like, they'd probably throw it out anyway. So they just threw it in the dumpster. They didn't really care about, you know, they didn't really care. So they threw it in the dumpster. Then the next night, they went to bed after they threw the doll in the dumpster. It was gone. So they thought. They went to bed, and in the middle of the night, Mary woke up at 3 a.m. and she heard, "Mary, I'm in your bedroom. Mary, I'm in the hallway. Mary, I'm in the kitchen." Mary got up and ran into her parents' room, screaming and crying. But her parents were gone. She looked all over the house and they weren't there. When she got to the kitchen, Mary saw her doll. "Mary, I'm in the knife drawer." Mary ran to her room and locked the door behind her. "Mary, I'm in the kitchen. Mary, I'm in the hallway. Mary, I'm in your bedroom." Mary then turned around, and she had locked the door. But the doll opened it, and there in the doorway was her doll with the knife. Soon enough, the doll was back in its torn up package in the toy store, waiting for a new owner to come. But this time, instead of the doll holding up a peace sign, the doll held up 3 fingers. So, thumbs up this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel and join the Char Stars, or don't if you don't want to. Leave video requests down below for my Charween series because I'm doing it for the rest of October. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!